like John, what about you though? Like, what is your what makes you so upset with Howard? Like, why are you always
I
talking about
don't.
him?
I know, like I've said, and I just said on this podcast. I mean, obviously, I'm always going to love the dude, but I mean, I just think the way he's treated people, like Scott the engineer. He got fired, right?
No, but like, why? Like, did he treat you so badly that you just can't let it go?
No, I could let it go, but then yet, he said a lot of horrible things about me, Elisa. I mean, really, really badly, and he made it very difficult for me at Jay Leno, and he trashed me and said really, really, mean things, and even when I was there, telling me to abort my kid because I'm not fit to be a father. I mean, he's been horrible to me, but at the same point, there was a lot of times that we hung out and actually.
But what hurt you the most that he did?
Handling the way I left and making it very difficult for the Tonight Show, and making it very difficult for me in my new position. And it wasn't. He didn't handle it like a man. He didn't handle it professionally. He handled it like a little baby. And then he trashed me ad nauseum. With Adam Carolla. Then he trashed me. He just kept trashing me. So at some point, if you kick me, a few too many times, I'm going to fight back. So that's essentially.
Okay. So do you think it's benefiting you to hold on to this?
Well, I mean, like, I came out with the book, and I had to be honest. I had to, it's just like, look, and you don't have to be candid about this, but I've talked to a lot of people there, including Benji. Like, I mean, and even when Benji and I were there, they wouldn't give Benji and I a writing credit, even though that we were writing, because they were afraid that we'd ask for a raise. I mean, look, Benji's experienced a lot of the bullying that Howard has put out there, and I have, and and a lot of people have, Jackie and Billy, and so it's one of those things. At some point, Elisa, like, if you worked for me for 15 years and I kept calling you everything from a loser to all you can do is be beautiful to an ingrate, and just constant, and put you down and say that you can't be a parent, and like every other day call you a loser, you don't think that's going to take some effect upon your psyche?
It would, but what I just always think when I see people that are so angry with him, I always just think that just doesn't serve you at all to hold on to. You're probably holding yourself back because of all the anger.
Yeah, but
directed at a person that does not probably even care at all.
Well, no, like, that's the other thing that you don't know. Like, the last time that he mentioned me, he was trying to discredit all the work that I did for him and saying that, I didn't really do much there. It's like shit like that when,
But that you did. You know that you did a lot. You know that you contributed.
I know that. So then why, like,
funny.
No, and I appreciate it, Lisa, but I'm just saying, like, why? Like, it's just like if Benji left and then Howard said Benji was nothing to him. Now, both you and I know that Benji, and I've said this before, and I've said it to Benji. Benji and I had a great conversation. It was quite a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I said to Benji, Benji, you could write for the Tonight Show, like, because I think Benji's a talented guy. So, but like, I know that Howard tries to make him look like he's not, and I don't know, and I could see that when Benji leaves, that there's going to be some feeling of resentment for the way he was treated. I'm not saying he told me that, but I could see it happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I mean, I've listened to the show before, obviously, and I hear people making fun of each other, but I just don't see it helpful at all to be holding on to something from somebody that if somebody's really bad to you. I know he's a very famous and successful guy, and that's probably part of the reason. I'm sure there's people that have been worse to you that you don't talk about, as much as you talk about Howard, just because he's always in the news. He's so successful.
You know what? Honestly, Lisa,
it's interesting.
My father was abusive. He was a great guy, but then he would beat us up, and then Howard is the same thing. He was a great guy, and then he'd beat us up. So, as far as people who've treated me badly, Howard's up there. He's probably in the top 3.
Well, and let's be honest, in terms of people treating anybody badly, they wouldn't really draw people in to listen to us now, would they? I mean, the reality is, I have no problem admitting that the entire reason that I do this entire thing is because of the Howard thing and the people that it gains me as listeners. That said, it's using the demographics and the psychographics of what we currently have as our viewership. It's really hard to find something else that a middle-aged guy living in Minneapolis really gives a shit to talk about besides guns, trucks, NASCAR, sports, and Howard. And let's be honest. So yeah, that's why I do it.
But anyway, so Monique, did you want to ask Elisa or anything else? Because I do want to. I do have to move on to the songs and to my sponsors. And Elisa, I know you got to go back to work. So is there anything else that you want to ask?
No, I'm good.
All right, Elisa.
Yeah.
I told you that I'll be in your area soon, and because my office is down there. So let's have lunch or a few drinks or something, and and catch up.
Aren't we quarantined right now?
Yeah, I mean after. Yeah, no, Elisa.
I wish I could, John. I really wish I could. I was dying to meet you, but I mean, we just can't.
No. I don't mean now. Yeah. I don't mean now. I mean after the quarantine is over.
I mean, that might be like 2 to 3 years, but yeah, then we should do it.
All right,
let's have lunch.
Elisa, please do Monique's show too, and then I would love
to. Monique is so sweet. I really love her. I love her. She's my favorite.
I love her too, and I would hope to have you on the on the show where we could actually see you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Oh wait.
What?
Oh wait, Elisa, just one last question. What other plastic surgery did you do besides your nose?
Nothing yet. I told you I want to do more, but I'm being held back right now by the law. What?
Please don't. I'm begging you.
All right,
sweetie.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Bye.
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 Elisa Jordana, isn't she charming? And I thought that was fun. Did you like that, Monique?
I have to tell you, I like when she turned it around on us to find out. I mean, I don't see myself as being like weirdly hateful or resentful. I mean, some of my co-hosts are a little bit more so than I am, but it's what it doesn't pay the fucking bills, but it brings me pleasure to do. And like anything else, when it stops being fun, I'll stop doing it.